So welcome to all of you, and today we are going to discuss IR spectroscopy. Okay, so it is my first slide, and since it is based on the instrumentation, and it is very important technique for identifying the functional group for organic molecule. Okay, so first of all, you can see I have discussed the introduction to IR spectroscopy, and step by step you can also see in below region I have mentioned some Bhagavad Gita quotes. Okay, so you can learn this and apply in your life. It is very important for you because uh, it is based okay of your life. Okay, so come on the first slide. In this slide I have mentions that this spectroscopy is divided into absorption spectroscopy and emission spectroscopy. Okay, so IR spectroscopy is divided into two parts. Okay, first one is absorption and another is emission. Okay, so absorption spectroscopy is further divided into UV, okay, then IR, then NMR spectroscopy. Okay, means all these three spectroscopy follows the absorption spectroscopy. Okay, and emission spectroscopy is divided into fluorimetry and flame photometry. Okay, so it is based on the emission. Okay, so that's why these type of spectroscopy is called emission spectroscopy. Okay, so let's see the infrared spectroscopy. Okay, so this is infrared spectroscopy inside it is called IR spectroscopy. Okay, and deals with the infrared region of electromagnetic spectrum, this one. Okay, and that is light with longer wavelength and lower frequency than visible light. Okay, so if you compare from visible light, in this type of spectroscopy longer wavelength is used. Okay, or you can say lower frequency is used. Okay, so infrared spectroscopy is analysis of infrared light. Okay, किसकी analysis करेंगे? इंफ्रारेड रीजन में आप IR को अप्लाई करोगे, एंड इन दिस टाइप ऑफ स्पेक्ट्रोस्कोपी IR light interacting with the molecules. Okay, so that's why it is also, since infrared light is absorbed or interact with a molecule, so it is also called absorption spectroscopy. Okay, so initially I have discussed that it is a type of absorption spectroscopy. Okay, like that. Okay, this one. Okay, so it is based on the absorption spectroscopy. Okay, so you can see next slide. In this actually you can also I will also discuss some quotes regarding the Bhagavad Gita's. In this the line says Sukha, this is you can read it. Okay, and meaning you can understand. Okay, so in this okay, so in third slide I have discussed that infrared light is having higher frequency, sorry, higher wavelength, means wavelength is higher as compared to visible light. Okay, this is the lambda max. Okay, our frequency, if you see, frequency will be low. Okay, so infrared light using high absorption, you can say uh, higher wavelength. Okay, sorry for that, higher wavelength as compared to visible light. Okay, since it is higher, uh, lambda is higher, so frequency will be low. Okay, so infrared region is divided further into three parts. Okay, one is near infrared, another is main infrared, and remaining is far infrared. Okay, so near infrared region comes in between 0.8 to 2.5 micron, or you can also identify in centimeter inverse. Okay, so range is by 4,000 to by 12,500. Okay, second is main infrared region. Okay, so it comes in 67 to 4,000 centimeter inwards. Okay, and remaining is far infrared region, and it comes in 667 and to 100 centimeter inwards. Okay, so mainly in IR spectroscopy we will use three types of in IR regions. One is near, main, and far infrared region. Okay, and you can identify via uh, different frequency. Okay, you can see uh, in this slide I have discussed the principles. What is the principle behind the IR spectroscopy? When infrared light or radiation, okay, so either you can say light or it is a type of radiation hits a molecule, okay, hits a molecule. This is the IR radiation, and when it hits, comes or passes to the molecule, the bonds in the molecule absorb the energy. Okay, so यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, molecules, suppose that this one is the water molecule, suppose that, okay, or you can see this one. So some type of atoms क्या करेंगे, एब्जॉर्ब करेंगे, किसको एब्जॉर्ब करेंगे, आई आर रेडिएशन, और यू कैन से एनर्जी को, ओके, of the and respond by vibrating. Okay, so these all the atoms will vibrate, okay, and these vibration is called molecular vibration, okay, and it is further classified into different types of vibrations like symmetric, asymmetric, scissoring, rotating, wagging, twisting, okay, like that, okay. So it is the principles, okay. So first of all, when infrared light hits the molecule, bond in the molecule absorb the light and infrared, you can say energy, and respond by vibrating, okay. So after vibration, IR instrument analyze, okay, so this is the spectra of that molecule, okay, so it comes after the absorbing the IR light, okay. Sorry for that. So you can see the this graph comes between transmittance and wave numbers, okay. So unit of wave number is centimeter inverse, and transmittance, okay, is measuring in percentage, okay. This range, actually in this range 500 to 4000 centimeter inverse means wave number is used here, okay. So let's we will discuss in detail molecular vibration, okay. It is the actually principle in which molecule will be vibrate, okay. So molecular vibration may be two types. First of all, it is divided into fundamental vibration, okay, and non-fundamental vibration. Fundamental is further divided into stretching and bending, okay. Stretching means either it can be symmetric or asymmetric, okay, and bending vibration may be either in plane bending or out of plane bending, okay. So in plane bending it is further divided into scissoring, and it is, and another is rocking, okay. Out of it can be divided into wagging and twisting, okay. So you can see the molecular vibration is divided first of all fundamental and non-fundamental. Fundamental is divided stretching, bending, stretching further divided symmetric, asymmetric, bending is divided in plane, out of plane, and in plane divided to scissoring, rocking, out of plane divided to wagging and twisting, okay. So it is the molecular vibration. The remaining one is non-fundamental vibration, and it can be, or it may be overtones, combination tones, Fermi resonance type, okay. So molecular vibration, we will describe it step one by one. So first of all, you should be know what is the vibration in a molecule, okay. So any change in shape of the molecule is any change in the shape of the molecule is stretching of bonds or bending of bonds, okay, or internal rotation around a single bonds, okay. So you can see this is the molecule. This is the any molecule in its three atom is present. Suppose that this is water molecule, okay. This is water molecule, three atoms is present, okay. So it will rotate either like that, either like that, okay. So that's why any change in shape, so that's why after rotating, shape will be change of the molecule, okay. And any change in shape of one is stretching a bond, bending or internal rotation around the single bond, okay. So why we study the molecular vibration? Because whenever the interaction between electromagnetic waves and matter occurs, so change in appear in these vibration, okay. So जब भी आपका electromagnetic waves interact with the matter, होगा क्या आपका change in appear in these vibration, okay. So ये आपके vibration change होंगे, okay. So you can also see this part. It is very important parts for the students, and read it and follow in your life, okay. Second one is molecular vibration divided into two main types, okay. So first one is fundamental and another is non-fundamental, okay. So fundamental vibration, you can see it is vibration which appears as a band in the spectra. Okay, so fundamental vibration you can see in the vibration which appear as a band in the spectra. Okay, so if any band appears in the spectra, you can analyze that it is a type of fundamental vibration. Okay, so the remaining one is non-fundamental vibration. So fundamental I have also divided into several types. So you can also see before slides, and it will represent the classification of fundamental vibration. Okay. So remaining is non-fundamental vibration, and vibration which appears as a result of fundamental vibration. Okay. So so it is a vibration which comes after fundamental vibration. Okay, so non-fundamental vibration is a type of result. You can say it is a result of fundamental vibration. Okay, you can also see these quotes. Okay, it is very important quotes, and okay, so it is for your extending your knowledge. We are added these slides. Okay, so we will talk about the fundamental vibration. So it is also divided into two types. I have stitching and bending. Okay, so stitching vibration involves a continuous change in the interatomic distance. Okay, along the axis of the bond between two atoms. Okay, and it requires more energy, so appear at shorter wavelength. Okay, so wavelength is here energy involve higher amount. So if energy involve higher, then wavelength will be shorter. Okay, and it is a type of vibration in which interatomic distance change. Okay, uh, along the axis of the bond between two atoms. Okay, bending vibration are characterized by change in the angle between two bonds. Okay, so important thing you should remind the angle. Okay, while in this distance change in the interatomic distance. Okay, so it is the difference between these two, and it requires less energy, so appears as longer wavelength. Okay, now stitching vibration is further divided into two types: symmetric vibration and asymmetric vibration. Okay, symmetric vibration means you can see this is type of symmetric. Okay, so if you divide it two parts, it will the same. So it is called symmetric vibration, and interatomic distance between two atoms increases or decreases. Okay, and asymmetric vibration, atomic distance between two atoms alternate or opposite. Okay, so either it will be alternate or opposite. Okay, so you can see this. Okay, so you can also see what's this one. Okay, so bending vibration, if you talk about the bending vibration, it is two type. Either it will appear as a in plane bending or out of plane bending. Okay, so in plane bending means if all the atoms are on same plane. Okay, so it is called plane bending. Okay, and out of plane bending means if two atoms are on the same plane while one atom is opposite. Okay, so that's why it is called out of plane bending. Okay, and please student, you can also see these words, very important words. And in plane bending is further divided into scissoring and rocking. And scissoring can be defined by the when two atoms move away or close towards each other. Okay, and rocking is changing angle between two. Okay, so you can learn this is a change in angle while in this atom distance changes. Okay? While out of plane bending is further divided into wagging or twisting. Okay. So change in angle between plane of a group of atoms is called wagging. You can see this is in plane bending, and it is in plane bending, scissoring. Okay, and bending you can say. Okay, so it is wagging and it is twisting. So you can see so okay, so students, I think you can see that in this changing angle between the plane of a group of atom. Okay, but in this between the plane of the two groups of atom. Okay, so it is the difference between wagging and twisting. And remaining is non-fundamental vibration, which is the result of fundamental vibration. Okay, so it may be overtones or combination tones or Fermi resonance. Okay, so overtones can define as these are the observed at twice the frequency of a strong band and mainly observed in the carbonyl groups. Okay, while combination tones, weak bands, it is the type of weak bands that appear occasionally at frequencies that are the sum of difference between two are more fundamental bands. Okay, remaining is Fermi regional interacts, and it is can defined by the interaction between fundamental vibration and overtones or combination of bonds. Okay, and best example is CO2. Okay, so it is several types, and this question had been asked in several in CSI exam, that what is the Fermi or in CO2, which resonance is observed. So it is Fermi resonance observed in the CO2 molecule. Okay, so it's non-fundamental vibration, and in the next lecture we will describe the coupled interaction and factors. Okay, so I think you will learn these types of vibration, means fundamental and non-fundamental vibration, and principles of IR spectroscopy, and Malik. Okay, and you can say infrared regions, infrared spectroscopy. So I have covered one uh, part one of this. Okay, and in the next lecture we will describe the coupled interaction and factors. Okay, so thanks for your kind attention, and we will meet in the part two. Yes, thank you.